right? So we can look at it, right? And it's, all right, Charles, you ready?
So, plastic straws and eating utensils. I'm sure we all have used these on countless times. Like, some of us have probably used them within the past week. They're colorful, they're fun, they're convenient, and they're disposable. We might think they're recyclable. They aren't. As Americans, we go through like hundreds of millions of these things every single day, and there really is a cost. Again, like I said, they aren't recyclable, and they always end up, and they will they're almost guaranteed to end up in landfills, or in worst cases, the ocean, where either they'll stay whole, like, imagine if you were a fish swimming around and then you got speared by a plastic fork. That wouldn't feel good. So, and even if not, like, even if they don't stay whole, they become microplastics, which are like tiny little pieces of plastic the size of sand. They're tiny, hence the name microplastics. So, because the thing is, fish can eat these. Like, these can end up in small animals could get this in their food, but then larger animals will eat those. Like, if there's a tuna fish that eats like a smaller fish that has microplastics in it, that tuna will have the small pieces of plastic in it. Some of these could contain harmful chemicals like BPA. And then say a fisherman gets that tuna and eats that tuna fish. Then that fisherman would have then a human would have those microplastics in their stomach, and that's horrible for you. So, in really severe cases, like I said, these can really harm animals, and in severe cases, it could even do something like this. If you don't like gore, or not gore, but like if you don't like blood and pain and animal pain, look away. Oh, I accidentally hit play, sorry. Oh. Yeah, okay, here. That is a turtle with a plastic straw on its nose. That turtle will probably bleed out and die.
Really?
So, this is the problem. Do you really need to use that straw? Do you want that to happen? Like, every time you sip from a plastic straw, say maybe you just go down to Starbucks or something, like grab some coffee, you drink it from a straw, that's where it could end up. And with this generic PowerPoint clip art comes the question, what can we do to stop this problem? Well, as you know, the state of Connecticut is considering banning plastic straws, but it's not going to happen very soon. And again, Connecticut's a small state. Like, other states have banned them as well. Like, California has passed a law where, or maybe it was just one city, but they passed a law where a waiter or waitress or something will only give you a straw if you ask for it, but they're not flat out banned. And still, most people are going to want a straw. I love straws. A lot of people probably do. They're easy, they're fun. Some people would even argue that, like, drinks taste better from when they're drank out of a straw. But, like, straws are a major problem, but there's also, like, plastic utensils, like forks. Here at school, we go through probably thousands of forks, plastic forks, knives. Those are not recyclable. Probably, most likely those are recyclable. They contain non-recyclable, like, styrofoam, and in some severe cases, again, BPA, harmful chemical. But what we can do is there are lots of alternatives. There are paper straws, like Mr. Satloff was saying, but, like, nobody really wants to drink from a soggy straw. So there's also reusable metal straws, there's glass straws, and there's even wooden bamboo straws. All of these are either reusable or recyclable. And for utensils, there's bamboo utensils, reusable and fully disposable and recyclable. bamboo is great because it's a completely renewable product. They grow really fast. It can be reused. Like, it's completely biodegradable, and it's not like, bamboo, we're not running out of bamboo, but with plastic, the amount of oil we're using the amount of oil people are using to manufacture plastic, like, oil isn't a limitless resource. Also, the kind of things, like the carbon footprint, like it leaves behind, like a factory that makes these things would leave behind, well, it's not good. It'll go into the atmosphere and it'll add to global warming. So, a lot of people, they're like, no, but plastic straws are easy. Like, again, like for this school, like we should start, like you could start small. If they made lunches 50 cents more, they would be able to switch from plastic to bamboo. For, if they just made each lunch like 50 cents to probably more like $1 more, then they would be able to switch from plastic to bamboo. Completely disposable, again, leaving a lot less of a carbon footprint. But, and again, a lot of people, like, they're told these things, but they really just couldn't care less. They're like, oh, well, that's not going to happen for like 1,000 years. So, I mean, no, the thing is, the main thing that people have to do is be educated about the harmful effects. Like a while ago, that video of the turtle that you guys saw, it went completely viral. And again, there are so many ways that people could just, like, learn about them. People need to be educated about, like, one person can't really change everything. Well, you can, but it's hard. What you'd have to do is educate a bunch of people, like as many people as possible, on the harmful effects of these plastics, and then everybody will take action, everybody will be against them. I'm done.
All right.